Hey guys, welcome back, and in this video I'm gonna show you why getting lean is actually super simple and why most people fail, and why you have not done it yet. So this is me, and using 5 things, I transform my body from looking like this to this in 3 months, done over 22 pounds without losing muscle. So, how do you do this? Biggest reason why people struggle with losing fat when it's actually super simple is because they overcomplicate a simple thing. By what you see here, by using a fat burner, eliminating carbs from your diet, or maybe fasting, or whatever it is, carnivore, this is a tool that can be used. Sorry guys. And these are tools that can be used, but relying on these sort of things to make your diet is really bad and is going to destroy your results long term. So, the first thing we need to look at is the whole fat loss mechanism, and most of you guys know this by now, and it is consuming less calories than your body burns. Super simple, right? And this is what you use to create your deficit. And you can do this in 2 different ways. The most common and the easiest one to find your TDE, or your total daily energy expenditure, is by using an online calculator. So you put in your information and they will give you a number. But the most accurate way is counting your calories for a week, everything you eat, not changing anything, and you will get your total daily calorie intake. And this number is different for everyone. By your activity level, age, weight, height, gender, and so on, you will get a number. And for example, this is my maintenance calories. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", 165 pounds with a high activity level. And this is where I stay my normal weight. And if I want to lose weight and lose fat, I need to create a calorie deficit. And a good number is 20% of your maintenance calories to start with. And then I get 2,400 calories. And to get to this number, you can do it in 2 ways. By eating less or moving more, a higher activity level. And when you're starting your diet, it's always best to eat less or minimize your calorie intake before you add activity, because that would make you more fatigued. Okay, when you understand that, we will go over to number 2. And that is protein. Protein is super important when you're dieting for 3 reasons. The first is to keep and maybe even build muscle mass while you're in your deficit. And the second is more satiety. Satiety is the biggest reason why people fail to lose fat. And that's the biggest problem with these diets, with these elimination diets, by making you super hungry, and that will make you lose control and binge eat the whole cupboard after a few weeks. So, more protein, more satiety, easier dieting. And this is the least important, but I think it's a good thing to have in mind. And many people struggle by saying, oh, I need to eat healthy, I'm dieting. But a good way to think is 1 gram protein per pound of body weight. And the third, fat loss is not weight loss. What I mean by that is by looking at these 2 pictures, you see that this is fat loss. And you do this by being in a calorie deficit, getting adequate protein, and progression in the gym. This is weight loss. Just eat less, bro. This is losing weight. Yeah, you lost fat, but you also lost muscle. So number 4, steps and cardio. This is super simple. When you start your diet, you probably have a low activity level. Maybe around 3k steps. And maybe you don't do any cardio at all. Or maybe you do 10 minutes of running, whatever. And as the weeks go in your diet, you increase your activity. You increase your steps, you increase your cardio. That will make it easier to be in a larger deficit down the line. Super simple and super effective. And number 5, lifting. And why is it so important to lift when you're in a calorie deficit? That's because your body needs energy. And if you don't lift, you will lose fat, but you also will lose muscle. And some people is fine with that, but not us. And the best way, hard training and protein. You will keep your muscle or even build muscle, and you will lose a larger portion of fat. And lastly, the most important, patience. When you're in a diet or life in general, you need patience to see results. A diet is about ticking boxes over time and having patience, because ticking boxes over time is results. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to me, and if you're interested in consultation, link down below.